Actually, no, you look better now.
You look better.
You
You
do.
Loads better.
You've got
Yeah.
colour, you
Yeah.
don't tired.
Yeah, your
I think it was
gone a
puffy
bit
eyes.
as well,
I
yeah.
just had a meltdown last night when the dog went off the legs. I
This
never
is the last thing,
go to bed
isn't it?
feeling
Yeah.
sorry for myself. It was about 7 o'clock and I went, I'm just going to bed. I lay on the bed and just cried to myself for ages. And then I came down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sophie been hugging.
She's been away for the weekend. So,
Oh, right. Yeah, difficulty. Yeah. Keeping the balance then. So we can't have an all or nothing approach, can we? We know that you've got to be flexible. The main thing in life is flexibility, isn't it? So the all or nothing approach in the head, like so, if you miss a session and stuff, you can't beat yourself up about it. But you've got to then plan. Right, where can I do? Don't just let it go and not think where you're going to go next on it. You've got to have a plan if you're not doing it. So like all those who've missed it today, you might have missed it today, but you've got to have a plan where you're going to fit in this extra exercise that you've missed out. Because once you lose the momentum of it, that's when all the rest starts to crumble around it. So it's keeping that momentum going by, yes, I can miss it, but I need to know that I'm going to put this in place instead in this time and stick with it. Otherwise your soul just starts to go and it's just not going to be continuous. So we need to lose the all or nothing approach. When it is an appointment, it's stuck in and it is hell or high water that you get there to do it, unless it's an absolute fantastic reason. Because yeah, it's like going back to the original things that I used to say, that you crumble if it's a broken nail, or you crumble if it's okay, the big stuff. Yes, your routine as far as your fitness goes, but when it's something that lies somewhere in the middle, it's got to be an essential part of your moving forward. It's got to be, rather than just letting it all go. So let me tell me how you deal with your changes. Let's hear how you all deal with stuff like that. When you think you've got this coming up and you have that come in your head, that I've got a bigger job to do, or I've got something else, how do you rationalise coming here? How do you put that into perspective to still come and do that?
For me, it's just a non-negotiable. I didn't want to come this morning. I didn't. I was like, I'm knackered.
Yeah.
The only thing that keeps me going though is like seeing you guys really, and I think it's even though I would have much rather stayed in bed and had strawberry toast and whatever, that would have been great. But I have to come here. This is my non-negotiable.
Yeah.
No matter what else I lose out on, I have to come here.
Yeah, non-negotiable. That's the words that always stick in my mind. This is non-negotiable. Your health is non-negotiable. What brought you here this morning, Donna? Because you've had massive stuff this week.
Yeah, so it's just a bit of normality really, and I knew that once I got here, I'd got the support of everybody else, which have all been really kind with me. And just at the computer, I started to feel better.
Yeah. And you do feel better, yeah?
But look at
Good.
you. Right, okay, now.
Yeah. You
I do.
can.
It's fine. It's a safe
I'm glad I
space.
came.
Safe
Good.
space.
And equally like you, I could have thought, I can't do this today, I've got too much on. No,
Yeah.
I know, I think last night when I was upset, that's the point for me. I've got to sort my head out, and this helps me. I've got to make time for me and all of this. Someone said to me last week at work, and they have these mental health first aiders. Not that it just happened to be that he was one I didn't even realise. And he said, you've got to put your own oxygen mask on first, remember that.
True.
It is true.
Very true.
Yeah. And so on Thursday, wasn't it Thursday, when you were on the way here and you were like still going to push, you didn't feel like it.
I had 3 hours sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 hours sleep. I said, come in because it's the box ticked and you're going to keep that control, and we'll come in, we'll do a light stretching, Pilates. That is better than ignoring it. We'll do Pilates. It gets your endorphins going. It makes you feel like you have achieved. You've massively, and even more so, massively achieved to do that. But on the way here, of course, you had that call, which is an emergency call. You've got to change direction and go. And that
That's
warrants
life.
change. That warrants, yes, I've got to
that's
put that on
life.
the back burner.
That's life,
And and I've got to put that on the back burner because I've got to go. It's an emergency. Whereas this morning, you're still in a crisis situation. You know, you put all that, you are on the floor mentally, well, a bit higher now, you know, and you're like, but you've come today, and you know, because in effect there wasn't anything to stop you, like people to stop you, there were people encouraging you at home, which is also fantastic, and that's what you need, a good team behind you as well, that are pushing you out, friends that go, no, you go, this is what you need, you get there, you know, family that say, get out there, let's go. And so you had that this morning, that of people supporting mentally you to push you out. And that's the difference. There's a crisis where you can go, no, I can't because I've got to be somewhere else, this person needs me, essentially. Or there's that way, you know, I have got time but I'm so tired but I know it's going to do me well and my health is non-negotiable too. So you are a great example of when you should and when you shouldn't, aren't you? You know, and that's it really. Yeah. So, and how do you get back onto it when you've done so? Small bite-sized step, you go back to it, you find your anchor point, and like you said the anchor point yesterday, anchor point for a lot of people is water to stop. Right, I'm filling my water up, that's the anchor point. I know this is my health, I'm there, I'm on it, I'm starting to move forward. For others it might be going for you getting in the gym. It might be doing it because you're a routine with your gym. It might be, that's my anchor point, I'm going to put everything down, go do in the gym. So you find an anchor point to pull you back in and start from that small step, and you go back to the habit stacking. You don't overwhelm yourself with everything. Well, I can't go out for, you know, I can't go out for the run this week. Well, do a shorter run. You can't go out for you know, you can't do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not it's just direction do. I'm finding examples of how I can pull in. But that's it, you know, same with me. You know, some days I'm there going, oh, you're not going to fit an hour in, are you, gal, today, are you? You know, and I go, well, you can fit 45 minutes if you shut up thinking about it and get your ass in the gym now. You know, so get your ass in the gym and that will still be better than nothing. Otherwise, you're going to push it to the end of the day and then you won't have done anything and you'll be whinging to yourself. Your mood will be down or internally, because I don't show it externally, do I?
Yeah, I do 20 minutes. I force myself to do 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it always ends up being an hour.
Yeah, that's it.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So I go, yeah, I'll just do 20 minutes. Just stand back 20 minutes at the front.
That's
and
it.
I end up doing an hour.
Yeah, and that's it. You just what you do. So, and your timings have got to be flexible. You've got to be like, we can't be rigid. Cannot be rigid. That's the one that's going to kill you every time if you're rigid in, oh, I can only do it. And I know you haven't been. I'm not sure shame about you now. I'm not pointing it to you, to you again.
Wow.
Well, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed now.
Yeah.
Rude.
And then you've got to work out to that energy level. When you feel like you're flat on the floor, like I said, you work out to the energy level. You just go for a walk around the block. And you know, science says that when you are stressed, you want to walk away from a situation. So it's either you go to sleep or you go for a walk, and if you can like just walk out the house. And that's what it does. I'm walking away from a situation. And so the best thing to do is take yourself for a nice light walk, or you know, take yourself to Pilates or whatever, that's, or yoga or stretch or one of those. You'll have yours that you choose yourself that works for you. So then, but it's getting into those habits. It's not a all or nothing. It's not an all or nothing. It's your little box of chocolates or different workouts that you've got for your different mood. I mean, this happens to be a lot in the, you know, in menopause. That occurs a lot anyway. Right, teacher? What you say? What? What did she say? But not what? But not your. But not your D. Lightweight.
But not if you're D.
Oh right, you don't do what?
Lightweight.
Oh really? Yeah. We throw.
Of course. How many times have I come in here and said, "Oh, I'm really tired today."
Yeah.
Yeah, right then.
True.
Pick that up. Do some of these, and I'm thinking,
That's not lighter.
I just know really. You're not. You look powerful, so you can do it.
Yeah, that's it.
But mentally,
Yeah.
that's right. You know, with children, and you can't do that
Okay.
because you want somebody to do it.
Yeah.
That I know.
So
If
basically,
I-
you're saying that you're a big kid.
Well, maybe I am, but I know that actually the work out to your energy level. Actually, that doesn't work for me,
Yeah.
and you know that.
Well, there's different
Ish.
energies.
Yeah.
That's what I say. There's
Yeah.
different stress on your
My
body.
mental
Yeah.
energy
And I can see when it's
needs
that
to
for
pick
you.
up the
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's what you do.
Yeah.
But I
It's
think
not
if you're really,
strength.
but if you're really tired and emotional, it's probably not the right thing all the
Oh, I
time.
don't know. I'd still would pick up a heavy weight and go for it.
Physically, when you're tired, you're knackered, and you haven't had any sleep,
Yeah.
that's when you can get injury if
Yeah.
you are doing heavy. So I would always I would judge you when you come in anyway. I can tell you when you come. I can tell when you come in if you've got it in you to do heavy. If you're like going at it and you're managing to carry on a conversation dead easy about it, then obviously I'll say, well, in my head I'm going, carry on talking, and that weight's going up on the next round.
Next thing you drink.
Yeah, and that's it.
Comes out of her head. And you those things
Pause.
turning and think. Yeah.
And that isn't that like what you're saying, if you go in the gym and you start and you do 20 minutes, that actually I realised, do you know what, actually I'm feeling good, I can actually go up the weights now. So once you start and you can, that's it. Once you start you find your energy. Go back to your structures, you've got to go get structure. When it's all going out the window, get your structure, sit down this week. You've got a lot going on with visiting, sit down somewhere today, making sure you've got the structure when you're going to do visits, when you're going to do your food, when you're going to do everything, your
When I'm going to
work.
my own and when I'm going to get ready for holiday.
But you
Yeah.
know what? I
And
need to
farm
go
house.
right at the bottom of the pile and just wear stuff that doesn't need ironing.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly, and farm out
I
as
can't
much as
remember
you
the last time
can.
I ironed. Seriously, I really can't.
Or there are companies.
Yeah, I have thought that.
And you know what? You deserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleaner,
Just
ironer.
just ring somebody. Come
Get
and
it
collect mileage washing.
Yeah.
They'll iron it for you.
And Donna, you've got to check in with the care thing with your dad, because if you're looking after his dad, you might need to be getting some care funds off the government because you're his main carer now.
Yeah.
So you might be able to get some income coming in from somewhere else that can pay for these things and
Yeah.
ease the pressure off you.
Yeah.
So do investigate that and make that that can be a priority.
Yeah, that's your Wednesday
It's got-
wellness job.
Actually, it's got a few hours on it, spare hours. You could do it now, it's got no stress as my
Well,
mum.
there you go.
My dad.
Yeah, if he's still there,
Look
that's a
after
great
dogs.
job.
Yeah.
It sounds, you might
Yeah.
relish,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, my
an
dad is
hour
fine.
ironing.
Yeah.
Lots of paint as well, he might paint them all.
Yeah, he will, and it'll keep him busy. He'll be
Yeah.
lost, so
Because that's
give
what
him
he
some
would
stuff to
probably
do,
need,
Yeah.
won't he?
and also
Yeah.
keeping him young and moving.
Yeah.
So that's a definite. So yeah, if you overindulge, as we do at times, take note. How do I feel after? How's it made my body feel physically the next day? Do I feel sluggish? Do I feel like I'm in a sugar coma? Do I feel I've got a hangover? Do I feel crap? Mentally, does it make me feel crap? Have I got anxiety? Keep a bit of a diary about those things, and especially if you are already at the bottom and you can't get up and you're not getting up, you need to keep a mood diary and find out where it is, and if it's related to food that you're eating as well and drink that you're doing, because a lot of time having alcohol will send you spiralling into anxiety and you're not going to get back up there at all. So that's a really important one to do. Taking note how I feel physically, mentally, about when you've had crap. Use a wellness score. If you're not, I think a good exercise is to wake up every day and use a wellness score, is to say, right, how do I feel today? How's my physical being, my mental being, like, and separate it into two. So I'm on a 5 or I'm on an 8. I'm on a 5 mentally, I'm on an 8 physically, how I feel energetically. Because when you're going through, like, you're only trying to go through a change like this, it's massive. You can see the difference in how much better you feel physically now when you go clean eating, you're on it, you know, you are wet, and that is a massive one that stops you from dropping. Do you think? Is that something in your minds that you think, I feel so well, I don't want to go off? It's not that, if I go off, I'm going to put pounds back on. It's like, I feel so physically well, mentally well, I don't want to go off this.
Me and Sean do that every day when we go for our walks with the dogs.
Yeah.
We always say, how are you feeling today? We score it out of 10.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love
every
it.
day.
Yeah.
Don't think we don't know much about it, but like,
brilliant.
we do actually score it, and then we go,
Brilliant.
oh right, keep away from them today.
So we'll wrap it up. Homework is if you're not doing it this week, give yourself a daily wellness score, and let's put it on the chat. Let's have it, and let's encourage, because that might encourage people who are not quite with it at the moment, to help them to understand that how that feels. And if you're feeling like that your wellness score isn't great, let's find out why. We want to really go deep on this. We've got another week on this till next Sunday, so let's go. And then if you want to review it, you can review it.
Yes.
Carry on. So let's keep on going. Winterfit.
Yeah.
And after the 5th,
Yeah.
that's Sunday after the 5th. So
Well, it's
2
just our
weeks
mental
off.
health week, our mental health bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd really miss you guys if I didn't see you.
Yeah.
Weird now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like when I first came, although obviously I've known Gail for
Yeah.
too long, and I've known
I know.
you for quite a while, but it was still like, oh my god, I'm really going to do this. You need to do this.
Yeah.
But like, it's just been my release for the last however many weeks. It's been
I
11
think it's been a
weeks.
lovely group, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if it makes it easier for you to pay like a monthly rather than a block, you know, if it helps you to pay that, so month by month instead of that now, because you are like, you know, regular. Anyway, we'll work that out. I'll work that out. And if
And
it
what
pays
day-
a diet, if you want to
What
direct,
dates?
well,
What
actually,
dates
nice, we'll
would it
direct
start
that.
again from? After the 5th, did you say?
So the Sunday after the 5th.
About the 9th.
So that would be the 8th.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Drive them back from holiday.
And then you'll be
Yeah.
going
Oh,
all the way
oh my
through to
God.
Christmas.
I'll have just come back.
Yeah.